This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, yeah, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
A blessed day to you, all my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for checking this video out. Appreciate the love and support. So, a couple days ago, I shared an interview that was done by former West Indies pacer Michael Holding. And he was speaking on the West Indies players not really playing for West Indies. He was saying that the players are still interested in playing the game. It's just that they are mostly interested in playing T20 cricket or the franchise cricket. He went on to say that players could easily make a living. They could live comfortably playing for the West Indies if the T20 leagues aren't available. But the T20 leagues are what, it's really attracting the players. So I have an article here that is giving us an idea of the major difference as it relates to what the players would make playing in the IPL for 2 months and what they would make playing for West Indies. So just give a listening ear until the end. The article is a little bit lengthy, and let me know what you think in the comment section. So I'm taking this one from the Times of India. The headline says, 2 months of IPL. Nicholas Pooran earns nearly 8 times. Shimron Hetmyer nearly 4 times of what they would for representing the West Indies. The article starts and it says, Shimron Hetmyer's 8.50 crore annual IPL fees earned from the Rajasthan Royals and Andre Russell's 16 crore retention fee from the Kolkata Knight Riders is an indication of how the cricket's financial landscape has changed, and playing for the West Indies isn't a motivation anymore. Let me go down in it now. So it says Nicholas Pooran, who got a 16 crore deal from the lockdown super giant this year, played in the qualifiers, as we know, scored some good runs, right? But we were still not able to get the things done. So they are saying here, with Nicholas Pooran performing like this and so many IPL, so many T20 leagues around the world, it might be a case where Pooran is probably going to eventually start looking to start playing more T20 cricket, right? So let me go down into the fees now, into the monies. So it says the last documented match fees for the West Indies players, which was published by ESPN Cricinfo in 2017, was US dollars $570, right? $570 US for tests. $570 US for tests. And I am assuming that's for each test. 2,300 per ODIs. And 1,735 per T20 game. Right? Yeah, I think that's what they are saying. So they said, no, there is no official document available on the internet to ascertain whether CWI had revised these figures. But if these are the numbers they earn, at least 3.5 to 4 times less than their Indian counterparts. Right? So they say Indians, they make nearly 18,000 per test. Right? 9,800 per ODI and 4,800 per T20s. And we know that we can't compare to the Indians because of their budget and because of this and that. But the players are not going to be looking at that and think that that is their concern if CWI is not able to pay. They are going to look and say, boy, players from other country making this and players making that. So we are going to go the route where we can make our money. I mean, we would love for them to be patriotic and play for us, but it's just not the case. The article went on and it says, also, West Indies players do have a central contract, and those who play at least 2 formats stand to earn at least 240,000. Right? And those playing 3 formats could earn up to 300,000 annually. So this is annually. Both figures include match fees. So 240,000 if you are playing 2 formats, and if you are playing all 3 formats, you are looking at earning over 300,000 US per year. As Michael Holding said, these players can comfortably live and play for West Indies. But because they are earning this, does not necessarily mean they are going to say, well, we are comfortable with this, let us play for West Indies. Having said that, it would be good if the players would say, boy, we need to play some cricket for West Indies. Because at the end of the day, the investment in them from the youth level coming right up. I know people going to mention that. For example now, Pujara, who doesn't have an IPL contract and plays only 1 format, just through his central contract earns more annually, which is 365,000. Right? They say, and the match fees to it, add match fees to that, the earnings could be up to 500,000 per year. Now, as I said, the boards and the bodies are totally different. So I know that what India is paying, West Indies cannot afford to pay that. Michael Holding said that in his interview, that the board is paying what they can afford to. Right? So they are not in a position to pay like some of those teams. But I keep on saying it. These players, they have their skills and they are selling it to the highest bidder. As fans, we are looking towards them to represent us majority of the time. But that's not the case, eh? The article goes on and it says, try telling Hetmeyer that he should stop playing in more than 3 T20 leagues when he could possibly play in 5 different leagues for 6 months and get a 6-month break for the rest of the year and yet earn close to $2 million US, which is nearly 8 to 10 times of what he could potentially earn playing maybe like 8 test matches or 15 ODIs and probably 20 T20s for the year. Right? So that is what they are saying. We are calling for the players, but look at what the players are being look at what is out there for them to receive. So they are saying, try telling somebody like a Hetmeyer and these other guys that play in the different leagues, who can play in 5 different T20 leagues and make over 2 million for the year, instead of playing a couple of games for West Indies and making 8 times less. He goes on to say it means 75 international days plus add another 30, the gap between games, which means around 3.5 months of international cricket for a year in terms of conservative estimate. So I just wanted to point some of that out, and you guys can let me know in the comment section what you all think about this, now that you probably have a better understanding of the type of money that the players are looking at. Playing different leagues for 5 to 6 months and getting close to $2 million US and resting for the other 6 months, as opposed to being up and down in training camps for West Indies, end up playing probably a total of whatever amount of test match I said earlier, T20s and ODIs, and still get way less money. As I said, it would be nice if some of the players could say, listen, let us play just maybe 1 or 2 leagues and still try to help out our nation. But obviously, the players are not looking that way. And when you have money motivating them, and at the same time you have players who thinks that they are being unfairly treated by selectors and coaches. You tell me how easy it is for the players to leave all of that and come and play for us. When I do videos like this, people will say it's not all about the money. But I just think it's important to highlight the sort of money that we are talking about and the fact that players who would have been victimized before, or they would have felt victimized before, what they have to turn their back on to go and be up and down in training camps for West Indies for the entire year and still make way less. We're going to leave it right here for now, but I will be in the comment section watching what you all have to say. Sports to the bone, keeping you informed.